Hey, just checking the zoom, trying to make sure that you guys can see this better than you could see it last time. I think we're a little closer. I think that's better. We've still got about 15 minutes before people are going to start coming in. I'm opening my Coke. Sorry if it makes noise. Hi, Christina. Hi, Beth. Hi, Elizabeth. This is Christmas Magic by Deborah Muller. My camera's a little bit crooked. Let me see if I can straighten it up without completely messing things up. There, that's a little better. Sorry for the glare on the page there. Hi, Sherry. Does this look nice and clear to you guys? Is it really fuzzy, really blurry? Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Elizabeth. You can't hear me, Connie? Hover over where the video is and see if there is a volume control button there. Sometimes you may have to turn the volume on. Awesome. I'm glad everybody can hear me. Well, we've got about 10 minutes before I announce the winners of these sets of pencils. So at this point, this is what I'm doing. I'm just here with you guys, making sure everything's nice and clear. Hi, Whitney. Hopefully we'll get a nice big crowd since we've got 6 people winning some free pencils today. I'm probably not going to get a whole lot of coloring done. There's several things I want to talk about while I'm doing the live stream tonight, and I've taken a bunch of different notes. We're going to be going over what I would like to see for my YouTube channel and for our Facebook group in the year going forward for 2018. Hi, Andrew. There's going to be a couple different, a couple changes. I'm still going to do all the same things, but there's going to be a couple different changes in the way that things are done, and I think you guys are really going to like it. Thank you, Beth. I'm like so brain dead. I'm over here trying to explain to her what to do after she just told me she can't hear me. So, wow. Thank you, Beth, for... Hi, Catherine. So we have, let's see, we still have about 10 minutes. Just so you guys know, I probably am going to be sniffly. I'm really, really sorry. I do have the flu. I don't feel like really super sick, just kind of tired and sniffly. So if you guys hear me sniffling, then I'm really sorry. I'll try not to sniffle too much. I'm making sure I have everything pulled up that I am going to need. I do have a house full of children and dogs, so you may hear some noises outside of me talking. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that either. Someday when I'm a millionaire, I'll get myself a recording studio and it'll all be soundproof. But that can't happen just right now, unfortunately. Yes, Sherry, the flu really does stink. And the thing is I just went and got my flu shot, I think 10 or 11 days ago. And so I was pretty certain I didn't have the flu, and I went to the doctor because I was feeling so bad, and I do have the flu. And they gave me Tamiflu and said, well, because you've been feeling symptoms for a couple days, this may not really do anything for you, and it might make you really sick. So I came home with Tamiflu, not knowing whether or not I really wanted to take it, and I decided not to, because I don't want to, I don't want to be sick at my stomach and sniffly and flu, no. Thank you, Jill. Hi. And this, I was coloring with the, with these Crayola artist pencils here. And I was also using one of the Holbeins. The lavender blue is the main color in the horse. Yeah, Catherine, that's very true. Just having the noises, I mean, you know, it just makes me just like everybody else, I suppose. So what I'm going to do at first while I'm talking about the winners, I may, like I said, I may not get a whole lot of coloring done today just because I have so many things I want to talk about. So we will just have to see. I'm going to do the little embellishments with these markers. I haven't tried these yet, so I'm kind of excited to try them. They're kind of backwards though, because they give you like on one side they give you this brush tip, right? So like this. And on the other side, they give you this little tiny nib. So to me, it seems like you would use the brush to do your big area. And then you turn around and add your shadows or whatever with a small one. But this side is actually lighter than this side, so you can't really do that. So I'm a little confused. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Oh, really, Christina? Well, that explains it. Well, my daughter got her flu shot a week before I did, and so far she doesn't have it. My son's been coughing for a few days, but he doesn't have the flu. So at this point now, I have to try to stay away from my whole family. And we're eating like ramen noodles and frozen pizza and stuff that I don't have to cook because I don't want to breathe on their food. So anyway, that's kind of the story of that right now. I'm going to try these lighter colors on here. Wait, do I have this? Yeah, I have that in the right spot. Just out of curiosity, I want to see how much darker it really is. Quite a bit darker, actually. I know you guys can't see that. Unfortunately, I can zoom, but I can't do it in the middle of the stream. So I didn't want it to be too close, and I didn't want it to be too far away. I'm trying to find a happy medium. Thank you, Christina. I hope I feel better too. And Connie Mae, I hope your Wi-Fi resolves. Sometimes refreshing the screen will help it out if you can't see it. Oh, hi Candace. I didn't even see you come in. These are water markers too, so I think technically whether or not I can go back with a water brush or something and move them once they're dry, I don't know. Maybe. I might be able to. So I could just get them to blend a little better. So excited, guys. We get to announce these winners soon. What I'm going to do when it actually hits 7 o'clock is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make the announcement during the stream. Once the stream is over, I will make a Facebook post. I do actually have everybody's real names, fortunately, and I did check to make sure that everybody is in the Facebook group. Hi, Cindy and Kathy and Tanya. Nice to see you guys. I did check to make sure everybody's in the Facebook group. So I will make the announcement and then I'll put up a post after the stream because I don't know if everybody will be able to make the stream. We'll see what happens. My kids have iPads, Connie May. I am still using like the 2nd generation Kindle Fire. I haven't upgraded. I don't use tab. I use my tablet really for reading. That's about it. Going with some purples. So, I mean, these markers were $12, and I got 16 of them. And I'm not sure how I feel. Hang on a second. Let me show you something. My chair's squeaky. I'm sorry. I got these markers at Walmart. Let me move this so I can make sure you guys can see. Yeah. I got these markers at Walmart, and there's 30 of them. And, like, it comes with a bunch of different colors. And these are also brush tip water markers, but the brushes are bigger, and they're softer. They're more flexible, I think. And these were only $10. So, I mean, I paid $12 for 16 of these, and I paid $10 for 30 of these, and I think I like these better. Hi, Tina. Glad you made it. I use the those water markers mostly for when I make cards. I'll use them to write people's names and things on their cards. The 61s, I'm not sure what those are. Some of my lingo knowledge is lacking, unfortunately. This brush, it feels like it's got like string or something coming off of it. It's weird. It's very juicy though, that's for sure. I like it. Hi, Elizabeth. Let me move and make sure you guys can still see what I'm doing. Let's see. Yes, they're water-based markers, but you can see that they do bleed through the page. So you'd want to make sure that you're only using them on single-sided pages for that reason. And I'm only, like with this brush marker, I'm only like doing it very, very lightly. Like I'm just barely touching the page. And it still goes through a little bit. Yeah, these have the little bullet tips on them too, Brie, and they have, like, if I look at it really close, it's like a cheap paintbrush almost with the string or the bristles falling out of it. It's really weird. And then these are actually a better quality brush tip, I think. And these are just the cheap leisure art markers from Walmart. You do need an in-between sheet, and I have, I'll show you in a second. What I do is I actually have this. I got these at the Dollar Tree. They come 2 for $1, and it's about twice this big. It's a silicone like a cutting mat. And so you get 2 for $1, and I cut mine to fit books. So I just put that between my sheets. And then this way I don't go through more pieces of paper than I have to. So I used to keep the thick paper behind there. I have a pad of Canson mixed media paper, but this lasts forever. If it gets dirty, you can just wipe it off. Use a baby wipe or something on it, wipe it off. So, and like I said, it's 2 for $1, and you can use them forever. It's a pretty good deal. I like it. I like it a lot. Man, it's getting windy outside. I hear my window rattling. Either that or I have a kid in there jumping on the bed. Alright guys, so it is officially 7 o'clock Central Time. and I promised that I would announce the winners of the Black Widow pencils giveaway that was so graciously offered to us by Albert, who is behind the company MediHealth One. He volunteered to give away 6 sets of his Black Widow colored pencils to 6 lucky winners. What I've done is everybody who commented on the video that I made was entered into a random drawing through a program called a Tube Buddy. It is 100% random, so it just picks names. I chose the first 6 names that it picked and made sure that those people were indeed part of the group, and they are. So the 6 people who are winning the pencils, not only am I going to say their names right now, but once the stream is over, I'm also going to make a Facebook post. So the 6 winners are, drum roll please, Diane Knuckles is our number 1 winner. Winner number 2 is Crystal Mayfield. Winner number 3 is Meredith Yates. Winner number 4 is Leanne Allen. Winner number 5 is Cindy Tyner. And winner number 6 is Mary Angles. So congratulations to all 6 of you. I am going to put all of your names in a Facebook post later on after the stream. And what I will need for you to do, if you are the winner, is send me a private message with your email address in it. That is going to be given to Albert, who will personally email you with a code that you can use at Amazon to redeem your free set of Black Widow pencils. So, yes, Meredith, you won. Yay! I know, I was so excited. Beth had won so much this week. I was like, Beth, if you win these pencils, that's it. I'm just going to make you buy me lottery tickets or something. So, no offense, Beth, but I'm happy Meredith won this time. So, congratulations to everybody who won. I'll make a post again after the live stream so that we can make sure we get everybody their codes to get their free pencils. Alright, so, sorry, I'm dying of thirst today. I gotta have my Coke. So now that we've went over the winners and all of that, there's a few things I want to talk about. And it's kind of in-depth, so I don't know how much coloring I'm going to get done, but I'll be watching the comments while I talk in case anybody has any questions. So I do have a few things that I really want to cover during our live stream today, so we're going to go ahead and dive in. One of the things that I hear a lot from a lot of people in this group is that this group is different from a lot of the other coloring groups that are out there. And I'm really happy for that. That's kind of what I wanted when I started this group. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with any of the other groups out there. Every other coloring group that is on Facebook is wonderful. I haven't been a member of one I didn't like. I just wanted mine to be different, more of like an open forum for you to say, share videos and do things and tell a joke or ask for advice, kind of like a family away from your family. My goal is to spend a whole lot of time with you guys to get to know you better, figure out what the coloring community wants, what you guys are looking for in your videos, what you expect out of a group. Over the last couple of months, this group has grown exponentially, and I've come to consider a lot of you guys my friends. So, I mean, with that said, my YouTube channel is also a little bit different than some of the others you might see. Of course, I make videos I want to make. If I get happy mail, I make a video. If I have a product haul, I make a video. If I want to color something on screen, I will make a video. But the main focus of my YouTube channel is you guys. I want my videos to reflect what you guys ask for and what you guys want to see. That's why there are always polls in Facebook group. That's why I'm always asking you guys questions in the Facebook group. I do so much coloring of my own off camera. You guys don't have to worry about me not doing what I want, because I do what I want plenty. My camera time is 90% about my YouTube subscribers and the Facebook group. You guys have spoiled me absolutely rotten. So the least that I could do is to provide you guys with content that you want to see and do things that you want to do. even with that said, and as much as I want to give you guys the content that you want, and I do the polls and ask you guys what you want to see, there is no way that I can please everybody. There's just no way. Someone isn't going to have one of the coloring books that I'm using in a color along. Somebody won't have the set of pencils that I'm going to use in a particular color along. Those things just happen. And I need everybody to just kind of realize that no, not everybody is going to be able to follow along with every single color along that I host, and that is okay. It's just not realistic for me to expect that you guys are all going to run out and buy a specific coloring book and a specific set of pencils so you can do exactly what I do. That's not realistic. Along those same lines, though, I can't use the same coloring book and the same set of pencils for every single color along. If I did, then I'd have people getting upset that things are starting to get boring. So with that in mind, it's impossible to just make everybody happy with everything I do. I just can't do that. But I do try. So now that the air is clear, please keep in mind that I'm going to do my best to give you guys as much variety as I can, to do things the way you guys want to do them. There will still be polls and questions, and I will do my very best to accommodate everybody. All right, so now that the air is clear, I do want to discuss some things that's going to be happening in 2008 on here in the group and on the YouTube channel. I've been doing a lot of thinking about buddy colors, and I know that's something I brought up a few weeks ago. So I've been doing a lot of thinking about how I kind of want to let those buddy colors work. At the rate at which our group is growing, we have like 1,100 people now, I think. There's just no way. I'm 2018 Loretta, thank you. There's just no way I'm going to be able to accommodate everybody for a one-on-one buddy color. It's just impossible. There's no way I can make that happen. So I'm going to do group buddy colors. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a book that I have. If you guys have that book, you can, and you want to participate in the buddy color, then just leave a comment on the post. Yeah, you guys caught me. Just leave a comment on the post, and then once we've determined everybody who's going to participate, we'll then choose a page out of that book together. And so we'll choose the page in the book together. I'll choose the book, but we'll choose the page together. And then the buddy color, however many people are in it, will last 2 weeks. You can feel free to share your works in progress with the group if you want to, and that's fine. You don't have to share your works in progress with the group, but I figure that's a fun way to do the buddy colors without leaving anybody out. And if you guys, like if I'm rattling off books and it's been a while and you haven't had any of the books that I've mentioned, you feel free to send me a message and say, hey, can we maybe do a buddy color in this book, because this is one I have. You know, you're welcome to do that. All right, so that's how buddy colors are going to work in 2018. We're basically going to do them as groups. Connie Mae, a buddy color is basically like where everybody, like you get 2 people or a group of people, and you, I just lost my train of thought. You get 2 people or a group of people, and you all color the same picture in the same book, but not necessarily in the same way. I hope that makes sense. So a lot of times a buddy color can be one-on-one, but it doesn't have to be one-on-one, and I'm going to do mine in a group. So that's how that's going to work. Exactly, group buddy color. So this way, if somebody can't participate, like in the main color along that's going on, then, you know, maybe they can be participating in the buddy color. Yes, Tracy, all at the same time. It'll be like a 2-week time frame where we will all be coloring the same picture. And the good part about it is that we don't have to use the same pencils. We don't have to color it with the same colors, none of that. You color it however you want. We'll just, you know, share at the end of it. And then at the end of the buddy color, then I'll put up a post in the Facebook group, and we can all post our finished pictures there just to compare. And I think that's the fun part. Hi, Stacy. Elizabeth, if you, like I said, if you have some books and it's been a while since one of yours got picked for a buddy color, send me a message and say, hey, I don't have any of these books. Can we maybe do one in one of these? And then I will compare what you have to what I have, and we'll make something happen. So that's kind of the plan. So we're going to start doing that in January. I've got some scheduling to work out. All these things are going to start happening in 2018. So I've got some scheduling to work out, but that's how I've decided to do the buddy colors. Okay, sniffles, guys. I'm sorry. Does anybody have any questions about the buddy colors before I move on to the next topic? And I know there's a lag, so I'm going to wait a minute. Oh, Elizabeth, I only have like 60 books or something, so chances are good you're going to have some of the same ones I have. Connie, you may not have to. I have like all the Hannah Carlzon books. I have all the Johanna Basford books. I have the Romantic Countries. I have the Mythomorphia. You know, I have pretty much all the real popular books. So if it's something that's, if it's a book that isn't as well known, I may be the one who has to buy the book. And Tracy, I hope I didn't give you the flu. That would stink. And Bree, that is a good idea. If you don't know what to color, then you can color what, you know, the rest of the group is coloring. If you don't feel like participating, you don't have to. That's the wonderful thing about it. You can participate in one buddy color for 1 2-week period and then decide you don't want to participate the next week because you don't like the picture we're coloring or whatever. You know, it's totally up to you. I may even bow out of a buddy color every once in a while just because I've got so much on my plate, but you guys can go ahead and do it without me. So that's the wonderful thing about it. And it just kind of, I think what it does is it brings like a sense of community to the group, and it lets us all kind of get to know each other a little bit better. And the best part is looking at it at the end and seeing how everybody colors the same thing differently. And I think that's going to be like the really, really interesting part of it all. All right, so the next topic that I want to talk about is the tutorial style color alongs, like the one that we just finished in Johanna's Christmas. A lot of you guys really enjoyed doing that, and I enjoyed doing it too. So what I would like to do is I would like to try to do a color along just like that one once every 4 to 6 weeks. What we're going to do for this, because I realize that we all have different supplies and things of that nature, and I don't, again, I'm going to say like I said before, there are going to be color alongs and things that I'm going to do where you're not going to have the book or you're not going to have the same pencils that I'm using, and that's fine. If you can't order the book or you don't want to order the book, that's okay. I'm going to try to mix it up and pick books that are very popular that I know most people are going to have. If it's a matter of you don't have the same pencils, you don't need to worry about that either. I don't have conversion charts, but for the most part, I choose colors, you know, like if I'm using an olive green, you can probably find an olive green in your set. So you just match your colors, the closest that you possibly can to whatever it is that I'm using. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to go out and spend a small fortune just to participate in the color alongs that I'm doing. I don't want you to do that. That's not something that I want anybody to do. Hi, Ren. Nice to see you here. But a lot of when I do the tutorial style color alongs, they are going to be polls. I'm going to start a poll, and I'm going to have you guys add a book that you want to do a color along in. And if I don't have that particular book, the one that everybody's voting for, I will do my very best to get it as soon as possible. And then we will choose which pencils we're going to use or whatever medium we're going to use, and we'll go from there. I want to make you guys an important part of the selection process, and so this way I feel like, you know, it's like a democracy, and everybody has like a shot at participating with what they already have. And you guys get to help me make choices on what it is we're going to color. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get that started either. And like I said, I don't have conversion charts for colors, but you know, you guys, like I said, if you see something like this and I'm using like a light blue and a medium blue and a dark blue, you don't have to have these pencils. Just pick a light blue, a medium blue, and a dark blue, and there you go. So either way. Let's see. Something else I want to bring up about the tutorial style color alongs. There are going to be times where you guys just don't have whatever it is that I'm using to do the color along. And so, like I said before, I can't reasonably expect that everybody can participate in every single color along that I do. I wish I could, but when there's, you know, almost 1,200 people in the group, there's just no way it's going to happen. We have members of the group from all over the world who don't have access to some of the same supplies that we do, so it's just not possible. Like I said earlier, if it's been several weeks since you've been able to participate in a color along with us, and you have a request based on some stuff that you have that you want to do a color along with, send me a message or something, and I will take note of that so we can make sure to get you included. Because there's no way that I can satisfy everybody with every single color along, but I am going to try my hardest. So we'll do one of those. I'm going to aim for once a month with the color alongs, the tutorial style ones where I tell you what colors I'm using. But if it's like a really complex page or a double page spread, it may be more like every 6 weeks. It just depends on how long it takes to get through it. All right, so weekly tutorials. This is another thing I want to do. A lot of you guys ask me questions about, well, how do you color wood? How do you color skin? How do you color grass? Just, you know, little things like that. And while I would love to be able to just immediately go over everything, and a lot of us are visual learners, and that's fine. So once a week, I'm going to do like a short little 20-minute tutorial on how I color something, whether it's a gem or a tree or a leaf or a flower, something like that. So that's something else I'm going to be doing in 2018. We're going to be doing short weekly tutorials just on some little simple something, how I color such and such. If you guys have suggestions, something that you want me to show you how to color, I will start a thread in the Facebook group, and you guys can just put what you want to learn. I've done this before, but I lost my list that I wrote down because I lose everything apparently. I have a notebook specifically for that now that I won't lose. So when I start that thread, if there's something, I think Beth said she wanted to learn how to do like a wet look leaf. So that's something I can do in a 20-minute tutorial, and I'll get you one of those every week. Finally, the last thing that I want to talk about during today's live stream is the Sunday Fun Day color and chats. Okay, so Sunday Fun Day has been going on for I think 6 weeks now, and it's been a pretty big hit. People seem to like it quite a bit. There are a few things that I do want to clarify though. Sunday Fun Day is not a color along per se. Sunday Fun Day is where I sit down and I color whatever I feel like coloring, with whatever I feel like coloring it with, and just talk to you guys. So that's the one time of week where you don't have to follow along. You just kind of sit back, relax, color whatever it is that you're working on, and you know, I'll talk to you while I'm coloring whatever I'm working on, and that's kind of what makes it what it is. It makes it a relaxing experience. You don't have to be there to learn, you know, it's just let's catch up, let's relax, let's color. It's Sunday, it's rest day, that sort of thing. So when I'm watching a color and chat, like if I'm watching somebody do a color and chat, just like my Sunday Fun Days, it kind of feels like I'm sitting across the table from my best friend, and we're just coloring a picture together, which is why I enjoy doing it so much. It's my chance to sit and color and vent and tell you what's happened in my life over the last week or so. give you updates on the channel, reminders, things of that nature. So again, I do want to emphasize, Sunday Fun Day is absolutely not a color along. It's just me coloring, and you guys can color whatever you want to color while you watch. So you don't have to go out and get the book or whatever I'm using for this Sunday Fun Day. Ever. Not ever. Okay, so if you're one of the people who doesn't like the color in chats, and apparently there are several people out there who don't like color in chats. So if you don't like listening to somebody talk about their life while they're coloring and that kind of thing, Sunday Fun Day is not going to be for you, okay? I'm going to stress this. Sunday Fun Day is a color and chat. It is not a tutorial. It is not a learning session. It is a color and chat. So if you don't like the chit chat, then I would suggest that you don't watch the Sunday Fun Day videos. The Sunday Fun Day videos are my most disliked videos on YouTube, and the comments that I get in return are, well, I just don't like people. I don't like it when people talk about all that irrelevant stuff when they color. Okay, I understand that. I respect that. However, that's what the Sunday Fun Day is. It's me talking about irrelevant stuff while I color. So if that's not something that you like when you see the word Sunday Fun Day in the title, just don't watch it. I mean, and I'm not trying to sound rude. I'm really not. My goal is to create eclectic content to make sure that there's something for everybody to watch. So if you like everything I do, minus the color in chat, then just skip over the color in chat. You know, it's really, really that easy. And I feel like I'm a terrible person for telling people, well, just don't watch. And that's not really how I mean it. I don't mean it in a rude way. What I mean is, if you know it's something that you don't like, and you know it's something that you're not going to enjoy, instead of making yourself sit through it and then disliking the video or whatever, just skip it. For everybody who doesn't like the color in chats, there's somebody who does. And so just because you don't like it, that doesn't mean that somebody else, you know, doesn't like it, because there are plenty of people who do enjoy it. So I'm not going to stop making the Sunday Fun Day color in chats. Those are always going to be a part of my channel. And I just would like to ask that if you are not a fan of them for whatever means, just skip over them. Just don't watch them if you don't like them. It's really that simple. All right, guys, that's all the stuff I wanted to talk about for next year. So I hope everybody's happy with the lineup of content. There's going to be, I hope the goal is that there's going to be something for everybody. That's the plan. So I hope that you guys are happy with all of that. All right, so let me try to catch up with the comments because I've been rambling. Well, thank you very much, guys, for your support. And, you know, as somebody who, it seems like the worst thing to do to tell somebody, well, don't watch my video then. It seems horrible, but I'm saying it in the nicest possible way. That's like, you know, if I'm making you dinner and I know you can't stand the taste of onions, and you come to my house for dinner and my casserole has onions in it, I'm going to warn you. Hey, look, this casserole has onions in it. You're probably not going to like it, so don't eat it. That's kind of where I'm coming from with this. It's like, hey, this is a color in chat. If you don't like it, don't watch it, because I'm warning you ahead of time. A lot of people, color in chats are some of my favorites too. I love watching them. I like watching Anne from A Colorful Life. Her color and chats are amazing. They're funny. Sharon, Sweet Nightingale 1973, she's funny. Oh, by the way, guys, if you all are subscribed to Sharon, please send her your thoughts and prayers that her fur baby Turbo was put down. He had cancer and they had to put him down. So she is in a really rough place right now. And I definitely feel really bad for Sharon. So just kind of keep her in your thoughts. And if you could send her some well wishes, that would be much appreciated. Hi, Grace. Yeah, coloring chats are popular. All kinds of people do them, and so I've even gone so far as to there was someone who made a comment on one of my coloring chats about how she didn't really like the didn't really like it when we talked about our personal lives and irrelevant things when we colored. And I said, you know, I even left a comment that said I completely appreciate that. So let me give you a list of YouTubers who don't talk about anything when they color. So, or don't talk about their personal lives when they color. So I, you know, listed off Chris Chang and Julie's Passion for Coloring and Rachel Pencil Stash and Jennifer Stay. Well, Jennifer can get a little chatty from time to time, but not like the rest of us. So I even, you know, I'll even give recommendations. Well, hey, if you don't like my channel, maybe you'll like these ladies a little bit better. You know, I'm here for you guys. I want everybody to be happy and enjoy their experience. And it just makes no sense to me that if you're not happy with what you're watching, why would you continue to watch it, I guess? If I didn't like a TV show, I'm going to turn it off. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I am really, really sad for Sharon right now, Tracy. It makes me very sad. They've known he was sick. I guess they didn't know he was sick for very long. She said that it was a fast-growing and aggressive cancer that he had in his nose. And it got to the point where he was struggling to breathe. So, you know, the humane thing to do was to escort him across the Rainbow Bridge. And I can't, I've never been in that position, so I can't pretend like I know what she's going through. It breaks my heart for her, though. Thank you for joining us, Elizabeth. We're happy that you're here. And Grace, this is Christmas Magic by Deborah Muller that I'm coloring in. This is my first ever Deborah Muller coloring book. So I wanted to give it a shot. And I'm having a hard time keeping it in the frame. Christina, I don't have a hard time really with the videos that play the music. Music is fine with me. What drives me insane is the videos that play the music and they play the same like 30-second clip on loop over and over and over for like an hour, and then by the end of that hour I want to like pick up my speakers and drop kick them out the window because I'm so tired of listening to that same music clip. I don't mind the music. If you don't want to talk and you want to color to music, fine, but please, please use different kinds of music. Put some variety in there. Don't loop it, please. Candace, the Sperrer Farben pencils need to come out of my wish list. Candace, you know what? I actually just ordered Tenderful Enchantments, so that was my budget for right now, but as soon as I have more budget, I will order the Sperrer Farben pencils for sure, because everybody keeps telling me to get them. You know, and I swore off buying pencils that don't have open stock available. I said I wasn't going to do it anymore, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, yeah, you can mute the music, Elizabeth. And to be honest, like Chris Chang and Julie's Passion for Coloring, I watch them when I'm dozing off at night. That's what I do, so. And sometimes the music is like a lullaby, and in that case, I don't mind it so much. Alright, Candace, I promise that the next time I have funds available to order something off my wish list, they will be the Sperrer Farben pencils. I hope I'm saying that right. I promise. That's the next thing on my list. I had to get Tenderful Enchantments, though, because everybody in the group was so kind, and they put donations in my tip jar. And thanks to them, I had enough to order a coloring book, so I asked them what to get, and they all voted for Tenderful Enchantments. So that is what is coming. And it should be here, I think, tomorrow. So I'm kind of excited for that. So, oh, while I have everybody here, thanks to everybody who bought me coffee and made that book possible. I'm really excited to share it with you. I watched somebody do, hi Corey, I watched somebody do a review on the Sheriff Farben pencils, and I can't remember who it was. Vitruvian Art, maybe? I can't remember exactly. I know I watched Vitruvian Art do a review, and she said that they smeared really bad too. But so do the polychromos, guys. The polychromos smear a lot too. Some of the colors, the black smears terribly if you go heavy with it. So I think all colored pencils smear. Hi Tracy. The tip jar works through a website called Coffee. Let me find it and I'll put a link in for you. Give me just a second. And as far as I know, it only works with PayPal. As far as I know. I've never donated through it. There's the link, guys, if anybody's interested. And basically, instead of doing like a Patreon or something like that, which I didn't want to do, this is the route I chose to take. Corey, there are M&Ms left. There are so many M&Ms left, and you can come over and help me eat them if you want, because I've lost like 35 pounds, and I'm putting them all back on now. So if you want to come help me eat them, that would be wonderful. I would appreciate it. Come help me eat the M&Ms. So the pencils stink. All right, I will keep that in mind. Candace, you're welcome to... dude, I got like 2 pounds of M&Ms in the mail from Nancy. She was just like... I mean, wow. It was crazy. I picked up that box and I was like, man, this box is heavy. What is in here? And the first thing I pulled out was a 2-pound bag of M&Ms. And I said, holy crap. It was a giant bag of M&Ms. And I'm keeping it in my bedroom so that my kids won't get into it. Yep, there is enough M&Ms to go around. Everybody can have some M&Ms. They're peanut butter M&Ms. So I hope everybody likes peanut butter M&Ms. Loretta, are you gaining my weight? Oh, don't do that. I almost cried when I saw that bag in there. I was like, somebody loves me. Somebody is like so awesome right now. Because I don't know how many of you guys watched the video, the story of the M&Ms. I went to Walmart because I was out of peanut butter M&Ms and they're my favorite. So I went to Walmart to buy more. And peanut butter M&Ms come in a red bag. So I walked over to the candy aisle and grabbed the first red bag of M&Ms that I saw, put it in my cart, brought it home, and they were holiday M&Ms. I was tricked. And I was like genuinely upset about it. I went on my personal Facebook wall and was like, I'm complaining to M&Ms because this is ridiculous. These were not supposed to be plain M&Ms. So somebody, one of my dear YouTube subscribers saw that video and sent me 2 pounds of M&Ms to make up for it. So and somebody said that the SF pencils, they don't have like but 2 browns in them. And I use a lot of brown, so I don't know how that's going to work for me. But there is some rumors, and some people have said that if their pencils go over really well, that they're going to start making them in bigger sets. Whether or not that's true, of course, I don't know. It's strictly rumor. But, yeah, if it's only got like 2 browns in there, that's going to kind of bum me out a little. There's 6 browns. Well, that's better than 2. Alright, I finished coloring these legs in. Guys, I'm just random coloring here. I don't know what I'm doing. So the SF pencils, they're like oil-based, right? So they're going to be like the Polychromos or the Lyra Polycolors or something like that. So Jill, what are you trying to do? You're trying to find yourself a nice set of colored pencils. Are you looking for like a good set of budget pencils that you don't have to spend a lot of money on? For those of you who are looking for like an introduction into the artist grade pencil realm, but you aren't fans of Prismacolors because they're soft and smeary and stuff, I would recommend the Blick pencils, to be fair. The Blick pencils are nice. They come in a wide range of colors. They're like they're kind of a harder lead. They're hard and soft at the same time, and they're less than $1 a piece open stock. If you have a Blick outlet nearby or a Blick store nearby, they're less than $1 a piece. And you can order them, I think, from the Blick website for 95 cents a piece, I think. Yeah, Jill, I'm saving for the Pablos too. We're on the same boat. We're riding the same boat. Like seriously, I have all the colored pencils that I want, and I swore off buying more pencils if they don't come open stock. And the Pablos are like the last pencils that I want. That's it. Once I have the Pablos, I don't need anything else. See, Candace, the Holbeins are nice, but like here's my thing with the Holbeins, okay? I have pencil anxiety. So let's say that I'm using my Prismacolors and I have one that gets really short. If I don't have a backup ready to go for that Prismacolor, I like will literally freak out. I will stop using that color. I will stop coloring my page until I get a replacement. And I can't do that with the Holbeins because there are no replacements. So I'm not saying, I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way. If they have the Holbeins and they love them, that's fine. But for me, my anxiety would go crazy. My anxiety wouldn't let me do it. Nope, they don't come open stock. Now, if there comes a day when the Holbeins do come open stock and you can get them, or like you can order them from even Japan or whatever and wait 6 weeks for them, at that point, okay, I'll consider it. But the fact that I can't get them open stock worries me. It's going to trigger my anxiety, something terrible. Oh, Jill, let us know how you like the Carbothello. I'm really, really interested in trying those. Yeah, Tina, in my Q&A that I did this morning, Laura Malone asked me what I would buy if money was no object, what art supply would I buy? And the Carl box was it. I was like, I would buy the Faber-Castell Carl box in a heartbeat, like literally in a second, because everything is in there. Everything is in there. Alright guys, because I have the flu and I'm really, really sniffly and I'm afraid I'm going to sniffle in your all's faces, I'm probably going to cut tonight's live stream just a little bit short, and I'm really, really sorry. If you didn't see the whole thing, I am going to move it over to YouTube for you guys to watch, so you can catch the front end of it. And I'm going to put the post with the winners' names up in the Facebook group. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tabitha. Like I said, I've got the flu, and just sitting here talking, it's like making me feel out of breath. So, I'm probably going to cut it a little bit short. And I'm going to try to think, oh, I know, Loretta, and people, like, left her comments about her sniffling and how it was making them gag or whatever. And leave poor Anne alone. Goodness gracious. Thank you, everybody. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to go drink some orange juice and take some vitamins and everything. I'll still be here off and on tonight if you guys need anything. If you have questions about anything we talked about today, don't hesitate to ask. I've talked about some of it with the moderators and admins too, so you can talk to them as well. Alright guys, that's it for tonight's live stream. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it.